Good morning, everyone. Can I request, please, to turn on your cameras? All right. Thank you, Mikaya. How about the others? Can you please turn on your cameras, everyone? All right. So good morning and welcome to our TMO 2023-2024 mock review. This is your mock review for your upcoming TMO finals competition. Okay, so I welcome all of our international competitors and classmates, students who are here right now. I think we have students from Thailand and the other neighboring countries, and to our Filipino students as well. So, good morning, everyone. Now, if you checked, I know you were able to see also this mock exam or mock review questions and problems, so that would be better so that you'll have an idea what we are going to be discussing today. Anyway, the difficulty of the questions may not reflect the actual ones that you'll be answering during the competition. So this one is just for you to be familiarized with the format on what could be the possible kind of questions that you encounter, as well as the kinds of problems and what would you see in your exam. Okay, so in TIMO you have different categories. Your 30 questions are divided into 5 categories. The first of that is your logical thinking. If you have joined different competitions or the TIMO hit round, you already saw that in taking the exam, there's an English translation of the problem as well as Chinese, right? So you don't have to worry. And you don't have to worry if you don't understand Chinese. English translation is provided as well. Okay, let's have question number 1. By the way, if you're going to share your answer, you can do that by chatting your answer to the problem. Okay, I'll give you time to chat. Number 1, Henry has 3 basketballs. Now, Tommy has 4 more basketballs than Henry. How many basketballs does Tommy have? Please chat your answers in the chat box. What is your answer for this question?
7.
7. Okay, what about the others? 7 as well. Very good. What about our other friends? What are your answers? 7 as well. Okay, so let's check. 7 is correct. Okay, 7. Very good. Why 7? Because in the problem, it says that we need to find the number of basketballs for Tommy, right? And in order for us to do that, we have to use the clue given here. Tommy has 4 more basketballs than Henry. So that when you say 4 more, that's another saying of 4 plus. Right? When you have the word, can you please mute your microphone? Okay, so when you have the word more attached with a number, for example, like this, for more or any number, as long as you have the word more, usually it signifies that you're going to add that particular value or number to the one being compared. So 4 more than basketballs than Henry. So it means that whatever the number of basketballs Henry has, the other person, which is Tommy, has 4 more. So that is why we added 4 to the number of Henry's basketball, which is 3. That's how you got 7. Okay, very good. Next, what about number 2? Dennis is the youngest member of the family and has 4 brothers and 5 sisters. If one of his brothers and sisters are adults, how many child or children is or are there in Dennis's family? What is your answer here? It's a long question or problem, so you have to read it carefully. 10. Okay, what about the others? You can chat your answers. Okay, Fanicorn, 10. Why 10? Could anyone share? I will let you open your mics if you know how to solve this one. Is there anyone who would like to answer? Okay, I think no one. How do you get the answer for this?
10.
Okay, why 10? Okay, remember it says that Dennis is the youngest member of the family. It's the family, or he is the youngest among the entire family. And he has 4 brothers and 5 sisters. So how many siblings does he have? He has 9, right? If none of his brothers and sisters are adults, how many child or children is or are there in Dennis' family? Remember that he is the youngest already. So for sure, he is not an adult, right? Because he's the youngest among the other siblings. And all of his brothers and sisters also are not adults. So they are considered children, still children. So to count how many children are there, just have to add the number of brothers, the number of sisters, plus, of course, do not forget about Dennis since he is the youngest. So 4 plus 5 plus 1, that's how you got your 10 as an
It's
answer.
10. Papa.
Okay, next. Number 3. What about this one? According to the pattern shown below, how many asterisks or asterisks is or are there in the fourth group?
7.
7 based on the first, second, and third group. What's the pattern then? What is
Because it's doing like
doing like?
this. It is going down.
What about the others? 7?
2. Yeah, yes.
Okay. When you observe
No, 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 no,
kind
no.
of group that you have here, look at that. Now, first group, second group, and then third group. What can you observe? When you say pattern, there should be something that is uniform. You know, there's
Mouse. There's
usually
mouse.
if you say
Yeah.
pattern, yes,
They are odd numbers.
add numbers, very good. Yeah, you could also say that's one actually common about them. No, they are consecutive odd numbers starting from 1. What else? Usually, di ba, usually if it's a pattern, there is like a common difference also. It's actually possible here as well if you check. So first things first is you have
Teacher
to
2.
identify. You have, yes, 2. What are we going to do with 2? We're going to add to the next, to the previous group to get the next number of the next group, right? Exactly. Very good. Okay. Means you observe the pattern carefully. First thing that you have to do is, of course, count the number of asterisks per group. Okay, that's the first thing that you have to do, of course, so that you'll have an idea what could be the possible pattern. So in the first one, you have this. In the second, you have 3. In the third group, you have 5. So just by looking at these numbers, if you get the difference between the two consecutive numbers, they actually have a difference of 2. No, in this case, it's a plus 2 because our numbers are increasing. So we can already predict that after 5, if we're going to follow this pattern, of course, the next number here would be 7. So using this one, you can also easily predict the next number of asterisks for the other groups, like fifth group, sixth group, and so on. Also, that was correct. Someone said odd numbers. Also true. These are just the consecutive odd numbers in our counting system or counting numbers. Okay, next, let's have number 4. Okay, another pattern, but this time it's about letters. So according to the pattern shown below, what should be the letter or English letter filled in the blank? H, J, L, and P, and blank. What should be the next letter? R.
Teacher R.
Why R? What do we do?
Skip 2.
Skip
Skip 2.
Very good. Okay. So usually if we are dealing with
Skip
patterns,
1 letter.
we are dealing with a pattern that involves letters, everyone. You did it first. Okay. When you are dealing or answering a problem that again involves letters, not numbers. So what you actually have to do is just count the number of letters that you skip from the previous letter to the next. Consecutive letters, okay? So that's the first thing that you have to do. Always check how many letters are skipped between consecutive letters. So how many do you skip from H to J? You just have to count. H, I, so you skip 1, right? I, you have I. So let's try to check also J and L. J, K, L. So see, there's already a pattern. Skipping 1 letter. L and M, L and N also skips M. And then N and P skips O. This one, you can already see that this is a pattern because it's uniform. It's the same for all the consecutive letters or letters that are next to each other, right? They just have to skip 1 letter and then the letter after that would be the next letter here in our series or in our pattern. So what would be the next letter after P? All you need to do is skip 1 letter. So P, Q, skip that. And then the next letter after Q is R. That is how you got your R. Now, what would be, so based on this pattern, you try to predict what would be the next letter after R?
T.
E. Very good. Okay, follow the pattern. Again, skip 1 letter, so that would be S. And then the next letter here would be T. Very good. Okay, next, number 5. What about this one? According to the pattern, this time numbers again, which number should be filled into the box? So our series of numbers are or is 5, 2, 5, 9,
20.
14. What is the next number after 14?
20.
20.
Because it's skipping 1 number.
Skipping 1 number.
20.
What number?
Because there's 3, 2 between 2 and 5. And there's 4 in between 4, 5, 9.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, what about the others? What is your pattern here? 2, 5, 9, 14. That could be the possible pattern that we can make out from this.
1.
19? Oh, that was different answer. Because if you, diba, the first thing or the first thing that we always do is just try to find the difference between numbers. If that would not make any sense, then we can try to think of another pattern, right? Because this won't make, look at that. The difference is not always going to be constant or common. There could also be another pattern in the difference between numbers. There could also be a pattern between the difference of the consecutive numbers in the pattern. So look at here. 3. Let's check if that would make sense. So 9 and 5 has a difference of 4, right? What about 9 and 14? If you also subtract
It's
14 and
5.
9, yes, 5. So look at the difference. There's
Next
a
one.
pattern. Yes, it's increasing with 1 as you go on. So you can already predict that in this next two consecutive number, their difference would be what? What? Based on the previous numbers, previous differences. What? 6. Very good.
6.
It would be 6 here. Since, again, your difference, the differences between numbers that are next to each other or consecutive terms are increasing with or by 1 as you go on. So this one, they should have a difference of 6. So 6, adding it to 14 to get the next term here or number. So you have 20. Now, what would be the not the number here, but here? What do you think would be the value here based on this? Not this one, okay, but this one. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 term. What would be the value based on our pattern? Can you try to solve that? 35, according to Mosiah. What about the others?
35.
Okay, so what would be the next difference here after 6? What would be the next?
35.
7. So what would be the value of the term here?
27.
27.
27.
Next difference would be
8.
8. Very good.
8.
Adding 27 to 8, you get
35. 35.
good. Okay, you're
35.
okay, so that's the next thing that you have to do. If ever, always check the difference between consecutive numbers or numbers that are next to each other, okay? Because it's not always they have constant difference. Chances that the difference will increase with 1 or 2. So you have to check that. Next, okay, what about number 6? Danielle has 9 footballs. Daniel has 4 more footballs than Harry. So how many footballs does Harry have? This is the same from question number 1. You know how to solve this one. What is your answer? 5, 13. Danielle has 9 footballs. So Danielle has 4 more footballs than Harry. Are you sure it's 13?
9 plus 4.
What do you do?
5.
13? I think this is quite the same with number 1, but there's a twist, right? Okay, remember that we already have the number of footballs for Daniel. And then also, we are also asked for the number of footballs for Harry. But the clue is telling about the number of footballs for Daniel, right? It's not about how many could be the possible number of footballs for Harry. It's about Daniel. It says that Daniel has 4 more footballs than Harry. Okay, 4 more. 4 more. So meaning, Daniel has 4 more footballs than Harry. This is H. Okay. Remember that Daniel already has 9. So how can you make this statement true? Remember, this is equal to 9. Right? Okay, let me write it properly. Okay, Daniel says that he has 4 more. So that's 4 plus whatever number of football Harry has. So to know how many footballs does Harry have, remember that this is also, you can substitute that D to 9. And then this is 4 plus Harry, and then to get Harry's, you can just rewrite this again, so that you could solve it easily. 4 plus h, or h plus 4 is just 9, so you can transfer this value here on the other side so that all the numbers would be together. So if you transfer that, it will be a minus 4, okay, because it transfer it next to the right of the equal sign. So it jumped into the other side. So what remains here in the left side would be your H, or meaning Harry's number of football. So H is equal to 9 minus 4. And how much is 9 minus 4? 5, right? If you also think about it logically, if Daniel has 9 and he has 4 more than Harry, then what number could you add to 4 to get 9? That would be 5. So that is how you got 5. Very good. Next. What about, we're done with our logical thinking part, so we are going to proceed with arithmetic. Okay, what about this one? What is the value of one-digit number A if the equation below is correct? 12 minus A should be 9.
Sure, 3.
3. Okay, very good. So again, if you see an equation like this, wherein, yes, okay, you listen first. I hear your answers. Okay, when you see something like this, you take note so that if you see something like this, exactly like this, wherein there's a number and then there's a minus sign before the missing term, okay, take note. There's a minus sign before the missing term like this. Just subtract the number from the left side of the equal sign to the answer. Okay, subtract this 2. 12 minus 9 is exactly 3. So that is the value of your A. If you also check, 12 minus 3 is just 9. So again, whatever is that, let's say 10 minus A is equal to 6. So again, since there's a minus sign before the missing term, subtract the other given numbers. So 10 minus 6 is 4. So that would be answer A, like that. Okay, you take note. Next, number 8. Question number 8. Find the value of 19 minus 3. How much is
6.
6? 19 minus 3?
16.
16. Okay, it's 16. Why? Why 6,
16.
Mikaya? Was it 9?
16.
Okay. If it's 19 minus 3,
16. 16.
okay, so of course it's a two-digit number minus a one-digit number, right? So you subtract the numbers in the ones place. 9 minus 3 is 6. Automatically bring down the 1 since we don't have any numbers to subtract from it. And then we got 16. So 16 should be the answer. Okay, next. What about number 9? Oh, what about this? Very long. Find the value of this expression. What is your answer? It's quite tricky because
So there are a lot of 1 plus 3 plus 5.
Very good. No, there are so many
40.
numbers, but the values are actually repeating. So you only have, out from all the numbers, how many unique numbers do we have? Unique meaning different numbers. You can tell.
36.
How many unique numbers? Meaning how many different kind of numbers do we have?
There is 2, 5, so it will 32. There are 32.
I'm not asking for how many numbers are there. I'm asking how many unique. Diba? I said that the numbers are repeating. You know, you keep seeing 1, 3, 5, and yeah. So how many unique? Meaning how many different kind of numbers are there in the expression?
3. 5.
Very good. 3. What are those unique numbers you have? 1, 3, and 5. Very good. Okay, so 1, 3, and 5.
I'm not
These numbers are just keep on repeating here. And this is just purely addition. So you can actually do a lot of things. First, you can add this one by one, but it would be quite tricky because no, there's so many numbers repeating. So another option for you is to count how many ones are here and just add that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just 1 times 4, right? Or 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So meaning 1 is equal to 4. So you can eliminate all the ones here.
36.
Then next is 3. Let's count how many 3's are here. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's actually just the same with the number of 1. So for 3, you also have 4. So multiplying 3 times 4, you have 12, right? Because 3 times the number of 3's, so 4. 3 times 4 is 12. What about 5? 5 also has the same number. 5 has, there are 4 5's. So adding that, that's just 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or 5 times 4, which is 20. Okay, so now this is the total.
Teacher, I'm not in kindergarten. I'm in grade 2.
Oh, you can go to your breakout room. You can leave this breakout room if you're not kindergarten, okay? You can leave the breakout room. Don't worry, you will not be kicked out in the meeting. You just leave. Do not leave meeting, but leave the room. Okay, next. So adding everything for 12 and 20, you will have 30, how much? 36. Okay, so that's how you got 36. Another thing, what is the other option that you can use? You can use many technique here since it's just addition. So
1
another
plus
is you
3
group.
plus 5 is equal to 9. So 9 times 9 times 9 times 9.
Very good. Okay, that one is also a possible option. So you group them. You're going to group, you can actually group this by 3 or by 4. By 4 is also possible. Okay, it's better for this one. Okay, 1 plus 3 plus 5. We're going to group each unique combination. We know that 1 plus 3 plus 5 is already, what they call this, 9. So we know that other groups also has a value of 9. Now, to get the final value, you just add everything together. 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, or you multiply 9 to 4, and you will get 36. Okay, so you can do a lot. Actually, it's helpful if you want to check if you
9
count
times 4.
your answers correctly. So if you know a lot of ways to solve it, then you have a lot of options to check if your answer is really correct, because there are times that we miscount, right? That's the usual problem in arithmetic. You miscount. You're almost near to the correct answer. Just miscount something. So always double check your answers, everyone. I see that in your papers, like in the competition, in the hit round, there are answers that are very close to the correct answer.
Already done.
So please check or double check your answers always during the competition. You have a lot of time, so do not hurry and submit your paper immediately if you're doing the exam. Okay, that's like an advice that I can give you. Next, number 10. Oh, what about this one? This time, we have
20.
subtraction and addition
20.
altogether.
20.
20.
20. 20.
Why 20? Okay, so you can actually,
20, 20, 20.
you can actually add all the positive numbers first and then subtract the negative from it. Can you please stop annotating first? Who is annotating on the screen? Okay, I will disable the annotation. All right, so again, you can group all the positive numbers since you have a negative or a number with a minus sign, and then we're going to subtract that number later. So you have 13 and 2 and 12. So add everything first. This is equal to how much? 12 plus 13 plus 2. How much is this? This is 27. Okay, so this is 27. Then you're going to subtract 27 with the remaining other number that we didn't add together, the minus 7. So 27 minus 7 is 20. And that's how you get your 20. Okay, next. We can actually also directly subtract this 2 and then add it with whatever the sum of these two. You can also group them. Okay, it's possible. Next, number 11. Okay, like this. Find the value of, okay, again, this is the same with number 9. Was that number 9? Okay, there's a lot of numbers. And actually, you have 4 unique numbers.
Sure, 40.
Right? Mm-hmm. 1, 3,
40.
7, and 9.
40.
So what we are going to try to do here
40.
is just
40.
group them.
40.
Okay. If you say your answer one time, do not say it again.
40.
Everyone, if you already said your answer, do not say it again. I already hear your answers, okay? Not keep on saying it. Because we're saying everything in chorus. Someone will not hear me clearly, right? So those who are just listening. So please do not keep on saying your answer. Just say it once. Okay, so again, we're going to group the numbers here, like what we did with question number 9, and then we're going to find the sum. How much is 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 9? That would be, how much is 1 plus 3?
20. Is 20.
20. Okay, you can actually see it clearly here. 7 and 3 is equal to 10. 9 and 1 is also equal to 10. So 10 plus 10, that's 20. Meaning this group is 20, which means the other group, which has the same numbers, is exactly 20 as well. So adding 20 and 20, you will get 40. That's how you got your 40. Very good. Okay, next. Number 12. What about this one? Refer to the following columns. What digit should be filled in the blank? You have 8 plus 1 blank equals 24. The answer is 6. Okay, why 6? This is a vertical addition, right? This is an example of vertical addition. So numbers are arranged.
So 8 plus 6 is 14.
8.
Plus
So you just have to find the
10 is
digit
24.
that you can add to 8 to get a 4. Okay, of course, since this is addition, it is not possible for you to make, like 8 is already bigger than 4, right? That's a fact. So meaning, this 4 is what? 4 is not a single number. 4 is what then? This is not exactly 4. Okay, 4 is 14, or meaning 4 is actually not a one-digit number, but it's composed of a two-digit number, and then 4 is your ones digit in that number. So what's the first two-digit number that has a units digit or a ones digit of 4? Of course, you have 14, right? So we're going to try and find a number that we can add to 8 to get 14. What number is that? We can just subtract 14 with 8. 14 minus 8 is equal to 6. Now, if you're going to put 6 here, you also check if it's gonna be really 24. Okay, 8 plus 6 is already again 14. You will have a carry 1 here, and that is how you got 2. Okay. Here also, from 1, it became 2. It already gives you an idea that there is a carry on above, because how can you make 1 into 2 without adding some numbers to it, right? You need to add 1 to 1 to get 2. Very good. Okay, next, number 13. We are in the third category, which is the number theory part. Okay. Fill in the blanks with a plus and minus to make the
5 minus
correct.
4 plus A minus 3.
How do you solve this? Do you have a technique for this one? Or did you just do a trial and error? Like place, plus and minus um, as, as much as you want, and then try if it will result to 6. Okay, to those who know how to do a step-by-step technique for this, good for you. Okay, so let's share it to our other international classmates as well so that you will know. Okay, in case you don't know. So to solve this one, there's actually a step-by-step method. So you don't have to do a trial and error. You just follow the method. First is you are going to add all the numbers here. So you're going to assume that everything is plus or addition. Okay, so we're going to, since we put everything as plus, we're going to add all of the numbers here. Can someone tell me how much is 5 plus 4 plus 8 plus 3? Can you solve that?
30.
30? Okay, so 13 or what? How much?
30.
Okay, so 5 plus
He said
4
30.
is 9, and
30.
then 8 plus 3 is 11. So 11 plus 9, that's 20. So this is 20. Now, after that, you're going to subtract this sum to the original answer, which is 6. Okay, so 6. Subtract this 2. Now, we will have
14.
14. What is the next step? Philippine
Divided into
Olympiads divided by 2. Okay, we're going to divide your difference by 2. That's part of the the method.
Divided by
Okay,
2.
divided by 2.
Divided
How
by
much is 14 divided by 2?
7.
7. Very good, Miguel. Okay, 7. Now, we're done with our solution. Okay, 7. Okay, let me write it here. Divided by 2.
Easy.
That's 7. Now, how are we going to use the 7 to find the correct position of plus and minus in the equation?
4 and 3.
Okay, so first thing is, this number here, the result in our solution, actually tells which number would have the minus sign. Okay, remember everyone, minus sign. Now, our result is 7. You will first look at the values in the equation and look for 7, a number that has exactly the same value as that, 7. But we don't have 7 here, right? If there was a 7 in the choices here, you can automatically write the minus sign before the 7. But since there's no 7, our next option is to find at least 2 numbers whose sum would be equal to the same number, 7. And we have that exactly, right? 4 and 3. Yes. So therefore, your 4 and 3 would have the minus sign. And automatically, of course, the number that's being left is the number with the plus sign. Okay, that's how you solve this one. So don't forget the step-by-step method so that you don't have to waste your time and do a trial and error. Okay, next you have number 14. What about this one?
19.
How many numbers is there
19.
between 11 and 28?
Teacher, 18.
That last number. Sige, how did you solve this? Everyone, how did you count the numbers? Did you just write all the numbers and count them?
16.
In Australia,
No, it's 19.
19?
16. 18.
Really? How many numbers? How did you solve this one? Did you write all of the numbers and then count them one by one? That's okay, that's possible, but it would take a lot of your time. How do you think are you going to solve this? It says,
20
including the first
minus
and
11
last
plus
one.
1.
28 minus 11
11
plus.
plus 1. 11.
Yeah, okay. That's actually correct. Okay, so this is how you solve it. When you're given two numbers and you're asked for like a range or how many numbers are is that in total? Okay, from this particular number until this, given that the first number and the last number is included, so what you need to do is
19.
subtract the two numbers first, 28 minus 11, and then you add it with 1. Constant is 1. So how much is that? 28 minus 11 is? How much is 28 times 11?
18.
How,
18.
so, sure? 28 minus 11, 17. Plus 1, you have 18. Is that correct? Who said it's 19? You can check. Maybe you're correct. Are we going to write all the numbers from, what do you call this?
Yes.
11 to 28? Okay, we can do that. Let's check if it's really correct. So you have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. See? There's 18 numbers. Okay, so actually, it will take a lot of your time. It's just to prove, no, that it's really 18. This is just your way of solving it. Again, if you are given two numbers, like, and then you're asked to get how many numbers are from this number to the next number, given that the first and last number is included. So what you need to do is just subtract the two numbers and then add it with 1. So having that said, I'll give you another numbers. How many numbers do you think are there between, or not between, from, what number? 17 and 48. This is not 9, this is 4. Okay, you count. How many numbers are from 17 to 48, including the first and last number? 17 to 20 to 48.
Thirty-two.
32. Okay. So let's check if that is correct. Again, all you need to do is subtract these two numbers given plus 1. Okay, so 48 minus 17 is how much? Minus 17. That would be, how much is that?
31.
31. Okay, plus 1. Okay, your 1 is a constant. You always need to add 1 because subtracting is different from like the counting actual numbers. And we have to include the first and last. Okay, 31 plus 1 is equal to 32, meaning there are 32 numbers from 7 to 48. Very good. Okay, next number, number 15. What about this one? Find the largest one-digit odd number.
9.
9. Okay. What about the largest one-digit even number?
10.
10. What digit?
8.
8. Okay. What is
9.
the smallest two-digit even number?
Two.
Small
Nine. 12. Nine. 9. 12. 9. Not
wrong.
9.
Smallest two-digit even number.
What?
10. 10 is the smallest. Okay. Smallest, again, smallest out of all the two-digit numbers. At the same time, it should be a two-digit. At the same time, it should be even. So what is it's just like saying, what is the first two-digit even number using our counting system? So it should be 10. Okay. What about the smallest, the largest two-digit odd number?
Maybe, huh? 13.
Sorry, largest. Okay, again, largest two-digit odd number.
Oh, 99.
99. Very good. Okay, 99 is the smallest, not smallest, largest two-digit, okay? Two-digit odd number. Because after that, it's already a three-digit number. Okay, so you get familiarized with your digits. What about the smallest one-digit smallest one-digit even number?
2.
2?
2.
Are you sure?
10. 0.
0. Okay, we
Zero.
also consider 0 as an even, right? So 0 is an smallest. Okay, next, what about number, we are done with number 15. Before we proceed, I will give you a 10-minute break time so that you can have your snacks or you can go to the bathroom. We will be back at 10:05. Okay, you can take your break now, everyone.
Câu hỏi mấy cậu? Thế lại Quyển không nghe đâu. Từ 9 người. Còn 20 phút cơ ở chơi game. Đúng rồi. Nãy dưa. Ăn nốt cái bánh của con đi thì ok. Cho mượn. Bây giờ mẹ hỏi một câu đấy, mẹ chỉ cho mượn nhá. Ngoài thôi. Không khó. Dễ nhưng vừa làm thôi. 3, 4, 5. Đến mất. It's late and 05. We will be back at 11 at a.m. We'll be back at 11 o'clock. What are we waiting for? Ăn đi có màu đi đừng cậu. Làm sao mẹ biết được, mẹ đâu có phải là người giỏi ngoại ngữ đâu. Bây giờ trừ 3 đến 3 có bao nhiêu số? Nhưng mà đấy là phải liên tục đấy nhá. Số liên tục cách một thôi, chứ còn nếu mà cách
Mẹ con
hai
nhà bạn nào đang để mic kia vui lòng tắt mic nha.
Anybody, I can't. Sang mấy em luôn luôn mà. Mày đi.
Bật tiếng lên chứ.
Cô nói là tắt tiếng đi.
Python Nitrous. À, tắt đi hả?
Ừ. Ayo, Felix, come here. What? Come here. I'm going to show you some magic. What, bro? What? What kind of magic is that? Hey, bro. I'll see you magic. Look at this. Look at my head and look. La la. You see it? I get a chicken in my head, but it's not there. I also got. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh yeah. That's for a head. Allah. plus orange equals to
Hi everyone. Okay, our breakdown is done. So
continue.
yes, we're going to continue our session since our break time is done. So I hope everyone had a quite good break and rest. Hope you were able to drink water or have your snacks. You can still do it right now though. So
Miss
don't, yes.
Miss Bella, may I ask you that how about the grade the primary two? Will wait for the kindergarten and primary one
Written
complete.
present
After
long.
that, just move to the primary two, right?
Yes. Okay, wait, let me check
Are you
first the
starting
schedule of
fractions?
primary 2. Yeah, you can
Also,
just leave this room, sir, and then go to the breakout room options and then you scroll down and find primary 2 if you belong to primary 2. If you are if you are grade 1, so you can go to primary 1.
so
I put
You
how
can leave
long?
this room.
So now we will leave this room
Yes, yes, you can leave this room.
and wait for 30 minutes later, right?
Hmm?
How long will you start with the primary two?
They already started earlier, but you can still, I think you can still go since there's 1 hour more. It's okay.
Oh, it's very hard to.
Yes, you can leave
It's
this
very.
room anytime now. Okay, so we're going to continue, everyone. Please mute your mics first so that you can hear me clearly. So let's continue with question number 16. Okay, you can again, just like what you always do, chat your answers in the chat box, okay? A strawberry is sold for $4. How much do 4 strawberries cost? Is your answer 16,
16.
$16 or
16.
why?
16.
Okay, all you need to do is multiply the number of strawberries to the number of or to the amount of the strawberry one. So for 1 strawberry, it is equal to $4. So if you have 4 of that, then it's just the same as multiplying 4 times 4 or adding 4 fourths, right? How about if a strawberry cost 1 strawberry, okay, cost $5? How much would 4 strawberries cost?
20. 16.
If a
16.
strawberry costs
16.
$5.
20.
20. Okay. $5 and then you have 4 strawberries. So you can just add 4 5s. Meaning each 5 represents 1 strawberry. Okay. So adding this, you get 20. That's just the same with the 16. Okay. 1 4 there represents 1 strawberry. Next, number 17. Okay, what about this one? Jack has 17 biscuits and Tommy has 3 biscuits. How many biscuits should Jack give Tommy so
7.
that they will have the same number of biscuits? 7. Okay, what about the others? How did you solve this? 7. How did you got 7? Anyone?
17 minus 7 equals 17 minus 3 divided by 2 is 7. Equals 10.
20. Oh, there's so many. It
It
means
is
that
10.
with different methods. Okay. That's actually
17 minus 3
17.
is equal to 14 divided by 2 is equal to 7.
Okay, very good. And thank you so much, Miguel. Okay, that's actually correct. That is the shortest solution that you can have in this kind of question. Again,
Amazing.
yes, amazing, right? You read the question properly, and then if it's like this, wherein there is 2 people who has different number of the same thing, in this case it's biscuit, right? You have 2 people, Jack and Tommy, and then they have different number of biscuits. And then the question is, another person should give a certain amount of biscuits to the other for them to have equal. So that's the problem always. For sure, you will encounter this question, this kind of question in your competition. So the easiest, actually very easy way to solve this is to first subtract the two given numbers or values here. Subtract that. Okay. So 17 minus 3 is equal to 14. Now, the next and the final step is just divide whatever your difference that you got, whatever the amount, divide it by 2. So when you divide it by 2, you will get 7. 14 divided by 2 is 7, right? So the final answer is 7. Now, there's actually a longer way. You can add 17 and 3, right? That's the total. Now, dividing it equally because we know that they should have equal number. So we're going to divide it by 2. It means 10. So the 10 means that Jack and Tommy should have 10 each. Now, since Jack has 17, we're going to subtract 17 with 10. We're going to get the 10. So he has 7 more, which the number of biscuits that he has to give to Tommy, which has 3. So if you're going to add 7 to 3, you will also get 10. So that's equal, right? It's very long. But yeah, that's another way of solving it as well. But the easiest is the one that we did first. Just subtract the two given values for the two person, and then whatever the difference is, you divide it by 2. And then the answer or the quotient that you will get would be the answer or final answer in the question. Okay, next number 18. What about this one? Emily has an even number of oranges. Now, Emily, it's 7 of them, and exchanges 9 with Natasha for 5 bottles of tea. Determine whether the total number of Emily's oranges is odd or even now. Even? Odd? What's your answer?
Even.
Why even? Why? How do we solve this? Because in this problem, you don't have to actually, you won't actually also get the exact amount, right? You just have to.
Minus add is equal to add. Minus add is equal to e.
Okay, we have to do something like that. Okay, you have to remember again, what is the rule when you're adding odd numbers and even numbers? So let's review. Add plus add would be equal to
Even.
Okay, when you add both odd numbers, the sum is even. Even plus even.
Even plus even. Even.
Very good. Even plus odd. Even plus odd.
Even plus odd. Even.
What do you think?
Odd.
Odd. Okay. Odd
Odd.
plus even.
Add. Add.
Odd. Okay. You have to memorize this or even familiarize this. Okay. Because you will use this in this kind of problem. So just again remember when you're adding odd numbers, the answer would be or the sum would be even. If you're adding both even numbers, the sum would also be even. For odd, if you are adding different kind of numbers, that's definitely gonna be odd. So meaning if it's even and odd, the answer would be odd. If it's odd and even, it's the same. The answer would be odd. So what can you say about this? Just looking at that, if you are adding numbers that are in the same kind, right? They're both odd or they're both even, the answer is even. If you are adding numbers that has different kinds, so this one you have even, you have odd, you have odd, you have even, they're not the same. So the answer would always be odd. So that would be a big clue for you. Now let's use that to answer this one. It says that the number of orange is even. So we're going to write a number sentence using even and odds. Okay, so we start with even. Now, Emily eats 7 of them. So when you eat, actually the rule in addition is also the same in subtraction. Okay, so remember that. Emily eats 7. So that's minus, what? How much is 7? I mean, what kind of number is 7? Even or odd?
Add.
Odd. Okay. Now, exchanges 9 with Natasha for 5 bottles of tea. So what kind of number is 9? You say exchange is still a minus. 9 is what?
Odd. Odd.
Odd. Okay.
Odd.
Now, what would be the answer here? Odd or even? Okay, let's start. Of course, you start here. Even minus odd is, para you won't get, for you to don't get confused, you can actually represent this with any number. Okay, you can try to prove. Even, use any even number.
Add.
Let's say 8, and
Add.
then this is 5. So you will get 3, right? Which is odd. So again, I told you that it's the same rule in addition. When you're subtracting different kind of numbers, different meaning it's even and odd, the answer would also be odd. So even minus odd is odd. Okay, it's odd now, right? Odd minus odd.
Even.
Okay, that's how you got even as the final answer. Take note of that. Again, for addition and subtraction, the rule is the same. Okay, next. Number 19. We are in the 4th category, geometry. Okay, how many rectangles are there in the figure below?
Three.
Okay, so first,
Three.
very good. So this one is 1. Okay,
Three.
1 is 2, and then the entire figure, right, is also a rectangle. So 3. Very good. Next. What about number 20? According to the pattern shown below, what should be the figure drawn? Circle or X?
Circle.
Why? What's the pattern?
pattern is circle, circle, X.
Very good. Okay, so the pattern or the pattern unit is circle, circle, X or dot, dot, X. Because after this, you just went back to the first figure, right? So circle again, to circle and X. It's always that way. Circle, circle, X. So therefore, after X, the next figure should always be circle. There's no such thing as after X, another X based on the previous pattern. So that's why it should be a circle here. So if you answer circle, because you cannot put the figure there, right? Or your answer should always be words, especially if you join the online version. So you write the word and it would be accepted as correct answer. Okay, next. Question number 21. How many sides is or are there in the polygon below?
8.
8.
8. An 8-side polygon. An 8-side polygon. It's an octagon.
Octagon. Okay, very good. So we're going to count again the number of sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you have 8 sides. Again, as what your classmate said, also the name of this kind of polygon is octagon. Any polygon that has 8 sides are called octagon. Okay, so next. Oh, sorry. Number 22. Number of cubes. So cubes of the same size and shape are stacked together as
9.
a figure. So at least how many cube or cubes are
9.
there?
Trả lời
8.
8. 7. How many?
8. 8. 6. 8.
Okay, so there's a lot of ways for you to count it.
Actually,
1, 2, 3.
Just make sure that you count it carefully, okay? So you have to consider those that you cannot see entirely. They're still counted here. So let's try. Okay, there's actually a lot of ways. You can count it by the number of stacks. So there are cubes that are stacked in 3 by 3, right? By 3, by 2, and by 1. So by 3, this one, there's 3 in this stack, right? This one, there's 2. Okay, and then the others are just by themselves. So 1, 1, 1, and 1. So counting that all together, you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you just have 8 cubes here. Next. Okay. What about question number 23? How many line segments or segments is or are there in the figure below?
4.
How many?
10. 10.
Hmm?
Teacher, 10.
10. Okay. What about the others? Do you have the same answer?
10 as well.
10 as well.
10.
So review. Let's how many line segments can you make out from 2 dots? There's 2 dots in a line or in a segment. How many line segments is that in equal? Okay, 1. What about if there's 3? How many line segments can 3 dots make?
3. 9. 3.
3 only. Okay. What about 4? Let's just stop with 4. I think 4 is 6.
6.
Remember this, okay? Because whenever you see a line, whether it's a straight line, a diagonal line, horizontal, vertical, as long as there's 6 dots in that certain line, if you need to count the number of line segments out from it, it's equal to 6. Just remember that, okay? If there's 3 points or 3 dots, it's equal to 3. If there's 2, that's not equal to 2, but just 1. Okay, why do we need to remember that? Because it would be easier to add or to count the number of segments like this. Okay, for example, this one. This line has 3 dots or 3 points. So meaning it's equal to 3 line segments. What else? Okay, this one. This is also automatically equal to 3. And this one as well. Equal to 3 line segments. Because there's 3 points or 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so remember, if there's 3 points,
at the middle.
that's okay. We're not done yet. It's equal to 3. Of course, we have another line here in the middle with how many points or dots? How many points are there in that line?
1.
That is equal to 2 points. And then this is
1
equal
point.
to 2 points, everyone. You have this and then you have that. How does it become a 1? There's 2. Okay, you have to be careful. 2 points or 2 dots. So meaning if your segment has 2 dots or 2 points, it's equal to 1. 1 line segment. 1 line segment, but there's 2 points. Okay, do not exchange that. So all in all, a total number of segments would be 10. That's how you got your 10. Again, just remember, if in a segment, you call that a segment or a line, there's 2 dots or 2 points, that is just equal to 1 in terms of line segments. If there's 3, that is also equal to 3, not 2 or not 1. Okay, this is equal to 3. And I think the what do you call that? The maximum would be 3 in your level, but in case there are 4 dots or points in a segment, remember that's equal to 6. Okay. Next, number 24. What about this one? How many square or squares is or are there in the figure below?
Sorry.
How many? 10?
12.
12?
10. 10. That is 12.
Let us count.
Not 10. It's 12. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so let's count all together. It says we have to find square, right? So meaning all kinds of squares,
12.
no matter what the size is, as long as it is square. So that gives an idea. You listen carefully that you have to count all kinds of square, from the smaller squares up to the bigger squares. Okay, so you have to take notes. Of course, first, let's count the smaller ones, the very basic one that we can see. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, is that all the number of squares that we have in this figure?
No. But
Okay.
how about 2 by 2?
Yes, exactly. So we also have a 2 by 2, or meaning the combination of 4 small squares, just like this one. Okay, this is also a square, right? And then you call it a 2 by 2. And is this the only 2 by 2 square that we have here? A combination of 4 small squares?
No, at the bottom
We
right.
have also one at the bottom. Very good. Okay, so from the one that we counted earlier, the 1 by 1 or the small squares, and then adding this 2, you have 10. Okay, so the total number of squares should be 10. Okay, not 8, but 10. Again, if there's also a 3 by 3, then actually if there is a
It's
square
10.
here, let's say, okay, that there's another square here and a square here, you can actually make another bigger square, right? Which is a 3 by 3, meaning 3 rows and 3 columns. So it's a combination of 9 small squares. Okay, next. Okay, last category, combinatorics. Okay, let's have this one, number 25. If we divide 6 circles into 3 equal groups, how many circles should there?
Two.
Why?
Because 6 divided by 2 is 3.
Gì?
Enough. It's good already.
Như là
You
nếu
don't have
chúng ta
to
chia
put.
6 cái hình tròn cho
Yes.
3
Don't
ba
shout,
nhóm thì hỏi có
everyone.
bao
Don't
nhiêu
shout.
hình tròn
Okay,
trong
just
mỗi
say
nhóm.
your
Được
answer
chưa?
and then just say your answer at once and then do two. Okay, it's obvious that your answer is 2. Just say it once. Okay, why 2? Because it's 6 divided by what? What do you think? Or it's 3 times 2, which is 6. Okay? Or again, you have to prove it. If we divide 6
divided
just
by
like
2
this,
is 3.
6 divided by 2 is 3, exactly. Okay, or you can have this one. You can actually make it exactly like this. 6 circles and you have to make 3 equal groups. So what do you need to do? You make 3 groups. Okay, and then you add 1 at a time so that it will be equal. Okay, so there's 3 already now. Now next, we'll add 1 more to this group, and to this group. So you have, each group has 2. And what is the total number of circles? Just say this is circle, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is equal because all groups have the same number, and we reach our the number that we need to get, which is 6 circles, and then we made 3 groups. I recommend you do this, especially if you're not very comfortable with division, and then the number is bigger. So this one is very easy to divide them, right? Because you only have 6. What about, let's say you are given a number that it's not exactly gonna be divided by equally, no? There's a remainder like that, or a 2-digit number. So you can do something like that, like make exactly how much number of groups are asked, and then add one value for each group, one each at a time, until you reach the given number, total number.
2.
Then you count how many are there in each group, let's say. Okay, you can do that technique. Next, number 26. Okay, what is the largest three-digit number composed of three numbers from 2, 4, and 7?
7, 4, 2. 7, 4, 3.
Largest
742.
three-digit number.
42.
742. Okay, 742. Why? You are only asked to get the largest three-digit. No, say
No,
there's no
743.
there's no condition asked whether it's an odd or even. Okay, why is it 743? 3 is not included. Your options are only 7, 4, and 2. So all you need to do is to arrange this from largest to smallest, right? 7, 4, 2. Now your answer should be like this. 3-digit, okay? You cannot put comma, 7 after 4, comma 2 because the question is 3-digit number. So it should be 742 or 742. What about smallest 3-digit number? What would be the smallest 3-digit number?
It is
Composed from
247.
247. Opposite.
147.
Smallest, then you're going to order them from smallest to largest. 247.
It's KBD.
Okay, next. What about number 27, everyone?
มันไม่มีเลข number เลข
Which of the following 2-digit numbers is the smallest?
14. No. 14 and 23.
Which of the following 2-digit numbers is the
14.
smallest?
14.
13? What is your answer?
Only. 14. Because 14 is the only smallest number in the following question.
Really? 14 is the
Yes.
smallest number?
Yes.
Not. There's 3. Why 14 would be the answer? What is the question then? What is asked in the question? Which
Which
of
of
the
the
following
following
two-digit
two-digit numbers
Okay, so
is
the
the
answer,
smallest?
the problem asks you only for the 2-digit numbers, meaning we can ignore the 1-digit numbers here and then just focus
You
on
must
the,
press the 1 digit.
yes, you must erase them since that question is 2-digit. So our choices should be just among the 2-digit numbers. So our 2-digit numbers are just 23, 14, and 32. Now, since we're asked for the smallest, then we are going to arrange them. You can have the smallest to greatest. Okay, so of course, 14 is the smallest, followed by 23, and then 32. Now, the answer is 14. 14.
14.
Smallest. Okay, among all the 2-digit number, which number is smallest? 14, right? Of course, this is in 20s, this is in 32. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, that's 14. That's how you got 14. 14 is the smallest among the 2-digit numbers. If we're going to include the 1-digit numbers, then of course, 14 is not the smallest, right? But it specifically said 2-digit numbers. So you just have to look for all the 2-digit numbers, which is here again, 23, 14, and 32, and then arrange them from smallest to largest. Since the question is smallest, then among the 3, 14 is the smallest, right? That's how you got your 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 28, what about this one? Which of, this one is different because all numbers are included already. Which of the following numbers is
38.
smallest?
38. 38.
What do you mean by the second smallest, everyone?
Second
What is second smallest? What does it mean? The second smallest is the second smallest after the
38.
smallest number,
No.
right? Okay, for example, you have 1, 2, 3. Which is the second smallest in this numbers? In 1, 2, 3. 2.
It's
Very good.
44.
2. You listen first. Okay, it's 2, right? Because 1 is our first in the ranking in terms of being small in value. So this is the first, this is your second, and 3 is the third. So for example, you're asked which number is, let's say your numbers are 1, 2, 3, and then my question is which number is the third smallest? What would be your answer? 3, right? Okay, this is tricky a little bit, especially if there's so many numbers here, especially if they're gonna specify the ranking. But in this case, it's easy. Again, second smallest, meaning second in the order if we follow the smallest to largest. So that is just what we need to do. We're going to arrange these numbers from the smallest. So you'll have 12, followed by what? 38, and then you have 44, you have 53, and finally you have 91. Now, this order is from smallest to greatest or largest. So we already know that the first number here is the first smallest. Now, the second smallest is, of course, the next number after that. What about the fourth smallest number? What is the fourth smallest number here?
44.
You sure?
53.
53.
53.
Remember, this is second. This is
Comment
third. This is
Smallest number. 53.
this
Cô
is-
bảo 53. Cô bảo số thứ tư.
next, number
Yeah.
29. What about this one? Okay. Paula has 8 $1 coins. At most, how many $2 coins can we exchange these coins for? How many?
4.
Okay. 4. Okay. First is we have 2.
Because 8 hai cô bé hả? Is equal to 4 plus 1.
Okay, so first you have to find the total amount of money that she has first by solving this one.
Wow.
$8 Okay, so it's just the same as adding 8 ones or multiply 8 times 1. So 8 times 1 is 8, meaning her money is $8. Now, how many 2's are there in 8? You have 2 options. You can divide this directly by 2, or you can add as many 2's as you can until you reach the value of 8. So 2 plus 2 is 4. We'll need to add another 2, that's 6. And another 2. Finally, we have 8. So meaning if our money is 8 and then we need to have a $2 coin for our 8, we need to exchange it by $2 each. This is the amount of 2 coins or $2 coins that you can exchange out from 8. 4. Okay. Or what about 12? If you have $12, how many $2 coin can you exchange out from that?
6.
6. Okay, very good. Again, the same. Just add as many 2 as you can until you reach the value of 12. And then you can count how many 2's are there. And that would be the number of coins. So 4, 5, 6. This is equal to 12. You reach the value of 12. And how many 2's are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So meaning there is 6 2's in 12. Next, last question. Okay.
Last question ba?
Yes, last question. Number 30. Among the values of the
One.
following expressions, what
One.
is the difference between the number of odd numbers and
Teacher,
even
1.
1? Okay. So before we can
One.
answer that, we have to solve, right? Because it says values of the following expression, meaning we're given expressions here.
It's 2. It's
And-
2. It's
Yes.
2.
Why? It's 12. What is your answer? Okay, so
2.
again, we have expressions here first, and then we have to solve them before we know what kind of number they are, right? They are
Teacher.
just expressions. They're not answered yet. So we have to solve.
One.
Yes. What is it?
One.
Okay, so again, I'm already discussing how to solve it. So yes, if your answer is 1, let's see if it's really correct. Okay, so how much is 7 plus 4? We're going to solve all of this so that we will know what
7 plus 4 is 11. 8 minus 3 is 5.
5.
2 plus 5 is 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. And 4 plus 6 is 10. 10.
Solving all of them, solving all the expressions, we get this values. Now, remember that it says what is the difference between the number of odd and number of even. So meaning we're going to identify how many numbers are odd and then how many numbers are even, right? So how many numbers are odd? Here, among 11, 5, 7, 4, and 10.
2. 3.
Which numbers are those?
11, 5, and 7.
Very good. So for us, you have
Friends.
numbers which
Friends.
are 11, 5, and 7. So we are left with our even, which is
4 and 10.
4 and 10 or
10.
2. So meaning we have 2 even numbers. Now we can get the difference of these two already. Difference between the number of odd and number of even. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. That's how you got your answer, which is 1. Okay, very good. I think you're very good at solving already. Do you have any questions before we
Go. Now, teacher.
know? Okay. For those who
Let's
ask
take a
for...
picture na.
Yeah, you wait a little bit first, okay? I have it. Okay, for the setup of your camera, I was told that you have... Wait, let me... For those who are asking... okay. For those who are asking for a tutorial for the camera setup, in case you want to camera, you can actually email the Motley for that, and then the technical team will give you a tutorial, okay? In case you're interested. All right. Please open your cameras now. Since some are not opening their camera, can you please open that so we can take a group picture? Oh.
Like that. Wait lang, okay? Like that,
Sure,
like
sure.
that. Kevin!
Yes. What?
Like that, like that. Wait.
It's okay.
that.
Okay, you can
Muna.
take your time. Tell me if
that.
everyone's ready. Can you please open your cameras, everyone?
You're not being that.
Turn on your camera.
I already turned on my cameras.
Okay. Yeah, I think some... Okay, let's take a picture. Are you ready? What pose should we make?
Like that, like that. Like that.
Okay, try to see a majority of your pose. Oh, okay. Like this. Heart in your forehead.
Teacher.
Okay, you do this first. You can take another picture. A heart in your forehead. Hand heart. Okay? Just like what Jade is doing. Can I spotlight this one? So, a hand heart. In your forehead. In your forehead. Hand heart. Okay, very good, Mosiah. Okay, like that. Yes. Wow. Okay. We're gonna take a picture in 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture for the other group, okay? Because you don't fit in one screen. Just do the same pose. Hand heart in your forehead. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what pose should we do next? Last one. Last pose.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up? 2 thumbs up or 1 thumbs up?
Like me. Thumbs.
Let's have 2 thumbs up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, ready? 1, 2, 3, 2 thumbs up, everyone. Wow. Okay. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 2 thumbs up, please. Okay. All right. We're done for today. And thank you so much for attending your mock review. I hope everyone has learned something. And of course, good luck for your upcoming competition next week, everyone. I hope everyone here will get a gold medal. Okay. Thank you.
But I like silver.
You like silver? You don't like gold?
Thank you. Teacher said gold. Teacher said gold.
Yes, gold. You should get the gold.
I like silver because I got the grayness.
Oh, okay. As long as you get the medal.
Bye, Coach Bell.
Bye, everyone. You can leave the meeting now. Go ahead.
More practice pa ito, oh.
Bye. Meeting.
Bye, everyone. You can leave the meeting. Go ahead. You're welcome, Miguel. You can leave the meeting now. Goodbye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye. You can leave the meeting now. Go ahead. You can leave the room now and then the meeting since we're done. Okay? Go ahead.